Hello, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and today we're looking at constructing recursive and explicit rules for a given geometric sequence. So let's begin. Okay, what we want to do is write a recursive rule and an explicit rule for each one of these geometric sequences. So we're given this geometric sequence in a table. I'm going to write the same sequence in an explicit rule and in a recursive rule. Okay, the two things that we need is the first term and the common ratio. And the first term is indicated with f of 1, and the recursive is indicated with r. But the first term is easy. That's going to be 7. It's the first one here. When f is 1, what is it? 7. Now to find the common ratio here, what we want to do is take the second term, which in this case is 14, and divide it by 7. When we do that, we get 2. And you can keep going to make sure that it's a geometric sequence, like 28 divided by 14 would be 2 as well. So R is 2. Okay, now what you want to do is take the explicit rule and the recursive rule and plug in just the parts that you have here, f of 1 and R, okay? So I'm going to write f of n is equal to f of 1, which is 7, times R, which is 2. And everything else stays the same. Okay, and that's the explicit rule. Okay, now for the recursive rule. So the recursive rule, remember, you need to know the first term. So because you need the previous term in order to apply the rule. So with f of 1, I gotta say what f of 1 is, which is 7. So f of 1 is equal to 7. And then the rest of it I'm just gonna write in. So f of n is equal to f of n minus 1 times r. But r we know. So f of n minus 1 times r, which is 2. And that is the recursive rule. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Okay. Okay, here we're going to write the explicit rule and the recursive rule as well, and they give us just the sequence without a table. But everything remains the same. We're going to have f of 1 and the common ratio, which is r. We have to figure out what those two things are. All right, so f of 1, the first term is 128. And r is going to be 32, our second term, divided by our first term, 128. All right, and once you get that, you get 0.25. So the common ratio is going to be 0.25. So now all you have to do is take each one of these and plug them in. So f of n will leave the same. We have f of n here. F of 1 is going to be 128 times r which is 0.25 or 0.25. And we're going to raise that to the n minus 1. So for the recursive rule, we have f of 1 is equal to the first term, 128. And I'm going to write the rest of this here. F of n is equal to f of n minus 1 times r. And r is, I'm going to write 0 this time, 0.25. And that is writing the explicit rule and the recursive rule given a geometric sequence. Okay, I want to thank you for checking out A1 Math. Have a nice day.